Diarrhea and will need to take antibiotics for a course of a week.
We get to do a video on chronic antibiotic-associated diarrhea. We can actually make this enjoyable and educational for our peers in class.
Great, I'm really not feeling well. Apparently 5 to 30% of people who do a course of antibiotics get chronic diarrhea. This irony is palpable.
Yeah, and this number increases in elderly patients or if a broader antibiotic spectrum is used. Diarrhea is a common side effect of short and long-term antibiotic use. Apparently, long-term antibiotic use may have a negative influence on the bacterial steady state of the intestine, and it causes imbalances in the intestinal flora, and it kills protective gut lining.
Yeah, and apparently the mechanism of action has been speculated to arise from destruction of the beneficial bacteria and overgrowth of harmful bacteria in the intestines, leading to pathological changes in the intestinal mucosa and decreased intestinal transit time, since the gut motility is increased. This could potentially put a patient into a state of malabsorption, which could exacerbate the chronic diarrhea, making things really uncomfortable for group meetings.
The patient may also get osmotic diarrhea due to decreased digestion and absorption of carbohydrates.
After messing up your gut like that, it must be really hard to get things back on track.
No kidding, especially since every person has different flora, depending on their regular diet and the type of antibiotic used and how long they were taking the antibiotics for. This must be a common problem. I'm going to hit the library hard to figure out more on how we can help the people affected. Do you want to join me?
I think I'll go see an intern at the RSNC and get their insight, for the project.
Hi, Daria.
Oh, how are you?
I'm Dumpy, the diarrhea fairy. Did you know you likely have nutrient deficiencies due to the diarrhea you're experiencing? Antibiotic-associated diarrhea is associated with decreased folate by two mechanisms. The first being decrease of beneficial bacteria inside the intestine, which produce folate. Automatically, your body is receiving less. The second one being folate deficiency further enhances diarrhea and contributes to greater damage of the mucosal lining. But go ahead, continue.
Okay, thank you.
According to this textbook, taking probiotics is an effective way of improving chronic diarrhea, and that all products, even if their strains are different, if you consume them regularly, are likely to exert beneficial effects on chronic diarrhea. It also says to follow the recommendations on the label. I think that if I were taking antibiotics, I would definitely want to be taking a higher dose, though. And looking deeper into research here, apparently the most beneficial probiotic combinations are S. boulardii, Lactobacillus rhamnosus GG, or different mixtures of probiotics. Having a hard time because results are conflicting, but most studies show trends towards shorter durations and decreased frequency of diarrhea each day. In one study, the incidence of severe diarrhea was 96% in the placebo group compared to 31% in the probiotic group, which was statistically significant. That's amazing. Another study, this shows a significant result in a group taking lactobacillus who had a lower change in bowel frequency and consistency than the placebo group. That's promising. And this meta-analysis concludes that when probiotics are used concurrently with antibiotics, they reduce the risk of antibiotic-associated diarrhea overall. I'm definitely onto something here. The risk of taking probiotics seems very low, and side effects are quite rare. Considering their low cost and easy availability, they're safe and tolerable, very minimal side effects, I would definitely recommend them to people taking any kinds of antibiotics. Oh, hey, how was your trip to the clinic?
Well, I actually didn't make it to the clinic, but I learned a lot in the bathroom from someone.
Oh, who'd you meet?
I'd rather not talk about this one.
Okay.